R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Listen, R-E-S-P-C-E-T. I spell it wrong, but it doesn't matter to me. Welcome back, guys, to episode 8 of the
Sadly Relatable podcast.
We're back, baby.
My eyes watering as soon as we're filming.
Episode 8. This is 2 months.
Please. Every episode 1, episode 2, episode 3.
No, but this is a whole 2 months.
Yeah.
What a man's a link.
2 months, and we're about to hit 5,000 subscribers, inshallah. And I checked our overall views.
We do this every time, but like a meeting on.
I know, because we don't really speak. I checked our overall views, and we got like 80,000 views overall.
That's sick.
I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah, we say this every time. We say this every time. I wasn't expecting this. I thought we'd only get 1,000 views a video.
Okay, let's just cut all that small talk out. And at the end of the episode, please don't go, I'm not going to lie, this episode's a mess. This is probably our worst episode yet.
Well, I'm keeping this in.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm saying don't bring negativity to...
No negativity. Only positivity.
Yeah. So, hello, guys. Welcome back.
We're happy you're here with us.
Are we? Don't speak for me. Today's episode, we are going to be talking about the time that I was on Britain's Got Talent.
What?
I'm going to do a little story time. And then 2, we're going to be... What did you post on the story?
Oh, I've got some questions for us to answer.
So people have asked us questions. And also, we want to talk about most embarrassing moments.
I've got one. That's bad.
Mine was when I was born.
No, that wasn't your most embarrassing moment. That was everyone else's most embarrassing moment.
Wow, rude. My mum said I was a mistake, so that makes sense. Anyway, so let's get fucking to it, mate. Right. I was on Britain's Got Talent. If you don't know, if you watched the first episode, then you would know that I was on Britain's Got Talent. How old was I?
I have no idea.
I was like 14.
Yeah, maybe.
I was about 14.
No, I think you were 12.
No,
or
I think
13.
I was a bit older.
No, because you were like year 7.
I was year 8.
Oh, okay, so you were like 14, 13.
14 or 13.
Yeah.
Right, so this is how it went, right? As a young... From child, oh fucking hell! What's wrong with
As a young from child.
As a child from young, I have just loved singing. It's been a thing that I always have done, and I used to think I was so good. As I've gotten older, I've just stopped singing. Like I don't think I'm that great. I just don't really sing.
That's the same with me and dancing.
Yeah, you used to be so good at dancing, but this is about me now. No, I'm joking.
But now I can't do it.
You can dance, you just don't think you
like
can.
the tiniest bit. I can't do like TikTok dance. All of them like things that they do.
Why
I just don't have the rhythm anymore.
You can. You're just not confident enough.
No, I don't know. I feel like
dance right now. You can dance. No, but seriously, you can. Anyway, back to my story. No one even asked about you, but anyway. So, right? Listening,
yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah?
Go.
I used to love singing, and I still do like singing, but I just don't practice. I don't sing in my spare time. Like, it's not something that I do and listen. I don't record myself singing and listen to it. I just do it when I'm bored. I've always been a singer, always loved it, whatever. So, obviously, as a child, as like a 13-year-old, I was like, how do I get famous? Like, from my voice. So, I applied for Britain's Got Talent, and I think I applied like 7 times.
Well, I'm not going to. One thing I get stressed out is I just think back to that outfit you were wearing.
What? Who? Why? Sometimes I get so angry at Mum for
letting
me wear.
And it was so butters, man. I wish we had a picture of it. It was like different shades of pink stripes.
Pink and black stripes. And I had this like thin scarf.
A tooth floss of a scarf around your neck.
Yeah, I did. And it was
and it was like pink and striped as well. And you had like black hair with like the emo fringe.
You know what's mad? I remember like we drove to London and we got a tube. Wait, no, shh. Okay, so let me tell the story, right, guys? We're gonna tell you the whole story. So I applied for it like 7 times. They never got back to me, and I applied for it without telling my mum. I just applied for it, and I was like, really want to go on Britain's Got Talent. Really want to go on Britain's Got Talent. So eventually, through the post, randomly, I got an email. A letter saying like, oh, you've been accepted to come on Britain's Got Talent and audition. So when you audition for Britain's Got Talent, right, you don't straight away go on to the judges' live shows. You basically go on and they do like a pre-audition with like without the judges in front of like the producers of the show. Yeah. So that's what we basically got. And
then they film that audition and then they take that footage and like look at it and review it and see if they want to bring you onto the live audition.
So that's what happened, right? So I remember getting it, and my memory's not so great, but I remember being accepted onto it. I went to my mum. I was like, "Mum, I'm going to be on Britain's Got Talent."
But do you know what's funny? Everyone in the house at one point was gassed. Like, yeah, this you don't understand if you do this. Blah 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 blah. Blah all this is crap.
This is when we were had up.
You can laugh when you want. Anyway, yeah.
No, because like
yeah.
Now, if I told my family I'm going to do music, they'd be like, "Stuff or what?"
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean? So this is like, do you know what I mean? So anyway, we were gassed. I remember auditioning, and I remember practicing. For the song I was going to do, and I picked the song which is Neo and Rihanna. I Hate That I Love You.
That's a banger.
And I hate that I love you so. Yeah, so that's the song that I done, and. So the day came, my memory's not that great, but the day came, and I remember I was so excited, guys. We literally, from Cambridge, we drove to I think Stratford, parked in Stratford, got a tube, and then we went. This is such a fun memory. I'm so sad we don't have photos. It was quite sick,
except for the fact that we were just sitting around for 10 hours.
Yeah, but so you explain the next part of the story.
You don't remember?
I don't really remember that
We went to some audition place.
Where was it?
A
Do you know where it was?
type place, but it wasn't even on stage. It was in different rooms. And we were just there the whole day for ages.
Waiting around, innit?
And there were just loads of different people sitting around waiting for their audition, blah, 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 blah. And then I remember we finally got called in for you to do
do you
audition.
remember we were actually on TV? Do you remember when they came and they filmed us and they said, right, so we were in a room with hundreds of people and they said, guys, on 3, everyone has to scream, Britain's Got Talent. And I remember they were right at the top and we were there and we were like, Britain's Got Talent.
Oh my days, I actually remember that. I wish we could find that footage.
I'm
Imagine.
so sad because and I kind of remember the room. You were outside while I was auditioning, innit?
No, I was inside.
Someone was outside.
No, I walked you to the door where you walked in and then I stayed outside.
So basically we're in a big room waiting for literally 10 hours, guys. Everyone's in their huddles, eating.
Do you know what I'm laughing? I just imagine you as a little kid this is my moment. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to show them what I'm made of. And you thought you were going to be the next thing. And I hate that I love you so.
That's so depressing. So anyway, we're in a room and there's hundreds of people all with their family members or whatever. Now that COVID's happened, I find it so strange to think that we done that.
There's loads of people in a room, yeah.
Close up, whatever. And then they call your name. They give you a number, right? And this is the funny. Remember that I'm gonna say this, right? Because they give you a badge with a number on it and you stick it on you. And they gave me that, whatever. They called my number and they take you to a room. There's loads of rooms, and then they film you and you sing. And I sang. And I remember singing whatever, and I was like, as much I love you. Anyway, so I sang, left, whatever happened, went in, forgot about it, whatever, waiting for them to get back to us. They said it takes a few weeks to let you know if you go on the live shows. Yeah. And what happened is they just never got back to me. Not an email or anything.
No, don't even try that. So you told me that they lost the tape.
Yeah, this is what my mum said.
I think she lied to you.
No, I think she lied to me. This is what my mum said. My mum said that year that I auditioned, apparently it was on the news where Britain's Got Talent lost
half the auditions.
Half of their auditions, multiple audition tapes.
I don't know. We would have heard something about it. I think it was one of them things they emailed us. They said, terrible. How dare you ever let your daughter come here and introduce herself like that? That was disgusting.
You're tapped. You're actually tapped. You need help. You're getting your sweat on the forehead thing.
What do you mean? This is my mic, baby.
Anyway, so I think my mum might be lying and that maybe they just declined me.
I don't think she would lie like that.
But I asked her recently, I said, did they really? And she was like to me, no, they genuinely lost your tapes that year.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe she lied and she
Or maybe they lied. They lied.
No, because she said she saw it on the news. They never got back to us. Anyway, so they never got back to us. And then the annoying thing is, which is so freaking annoying, I remember going into school and I told everyone that I went on Britain's Got Talent. I was like, yeah, I went on Britain's Got Talent on the weekend. No one believed me. Right?
And then, to make it worse, there's no proof.
And then, to make it worse, the next day, I was like, okay, I'll prove it. So I came in with my sticker with the number on it. I remember sticking it on my planner. For the whole year, my sticker.
Still got that planner? I swear you do.
No, I'm so sad that I don't. Oh, I miss school, man. Planners and stuff.
I don't.
I miss it. Anyway, so I remember sticking on my planner. Everyone was like, yeah, right, you printed that off yourself. And to make matters worse, they freaking never even released anything, nothing. It didn't come out. So Britain's Got Talent, you are the reason that I got bullied in year 8 and everyone thinks I'm a liar. I want compensation from you.
You could probably sue them for that, you know? I'm joking.
I was like, huh?
You're like,
cheating
what?
money? I'm not doing this damn podcast.
This is a smack through the ground.
Punch you in your face. Nah, that's the story of me on Britain's Got Talent.
I said that's the story of Ballamore.
Yeah, that's so sad.
That's so deep. Do you know what's funny is what they're probably thinking when you're going to tell that story? Yeah, she's going to have footage of her going on. Now they're all like, yeah, it didn't happen.
Yeah, but the thing is that everyone's like, oh, I just Googled to find her audition. I couldn't find it. But guys, you know what? In the next episode, maybe we'll react to me in some school plays because I have some footage.
Oh, yeah.
I have some footage of me in school plays.
I have me performing as well.
Yeah, you dancing. Why does it sound like it's not coming out of your mouth?
I don't know.
Anyway, so yeah, that's the story. And yeah, Britain's Got Talent, if you're watching this, please give me my compensation. Because it's not good. It's not on.
Alright guys, so I have some of the questions that were sent in that they want us to answer.
Okay, but I bet that none of them are good. They're all about you, innit?
No, they're not. Let me find it. Here we go. Right, here's one. I don't know if you remember Nisrin, but I'm gonna
go
say
on.
this. So one says, have you ever stayed in Morocco for a whole summer? Do you have stories?
Oh my god, that's a good question.
Do you remember?
I remember we lived there for like 6 or 8 months, didn't
Yeah.
we? When we were, how old were we?
We were young, like really young.
5.
No, maybe a bit older than that.
6. It couldn't have
No,
been.
it would have been under 5. It would
Hey,
have been. I would have been 5. You were.
No, it would have been like 4 because think about it. I had my 5th birthday in. I remember where we lived when I had my 5th birthday.
Yeah, I must have been. No, yeah, true.
Hey, we must have been like
but
3 or 4.
I have memories of it though, so I don't. I have full memories of the whole thing.
Maybe it's just made up.
No, it's not made up.
I'm joking.
So basically, what happened was when we were younger, my mum and my dad, they owned a kebab shop.
Go.
And what happened is it ended up getting burnt down. So they wanted to basically take us to Morocco.
It was me.
They took us to Morocco and left us with like our grandparents whilst they kind of came back and just got life sorted.
Saved some money and stuff. Because they were having like money issues.
Yeah, because then they had to like both work because of that situation, basically. If that makes sense.
What the heck?
Anyway, so we got left in Morocco for 6 months, which was jokes. And we even started school in Morocco. Do you remember this story?
Oh my God, this is so tapped, yeah. We used to get hit by our teachers. Why is that a thing? Why is that allowed?
You're acting like we walk in there like, right. It was just like a tap, and it was only if you're naughty.
With a ruler, and it was hard.
They said dead arms every time you walk through the door.
They used to hit you with a ruler on your hand anytime you've done something wrong, but that is so tapped.
And one time, so me and Nisrin were in the same class at the start. We started off in the same class, and do you remember? It would be like a bench, and there was like 3 of us, and we're sitting there. I just
realised we've really been out here. We literally been out here.
But I feel like you're not remembering the story.
Life.
That's how I know your memory's bad. There's 3 of us on this desk, like sitting next to each other. I was sitting on the edge, you were in the middle, and then on the right was this boy. He's like, who's wearing glasses and that. And I remember the whole time he kept going like this to your face.
Hey, but you were free. Are you sure that you punched him? Because I know the story.
Why would you ruin it, man?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, I did, wallah. That's why I got hit. That's why I even remember getting hit with the ruler.
But we were free. Are you sure you went like...
It wasn't. I didn't turn around and...
just
start ducking and knock him out. I just hit him in the face. God damn, let me tell my story.
Sorry.
So, yeah. So Nisrin, the guy sitting next to Nisrin keeps going...
we heard you the first time.
One more for exaggeration. And then Nisrin was like, hey, do you want to switch seats? But I didn't realise he was doing that. And she was like, please, just switch seats with me, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right. And I was just sitting there and we're just in like, don't even know what's going on because we can hardly speak Arabic. And then he starts doing it to me. And all I remember is like hitting him in his face and he fully like started crying. And then the teacher called me up in front of everyone and then like got a ruler and like...
Do you remember this good? Because I can't...
Yeah, wallah.
Hey, we've actually
and then I remember and then they realised how old you were and then they were like put you in like a separate class to me and you really didn't want to go because you were happy, like you felt like...
I don't remember.
Scared. Do you also remember one time I cut your hand?
Do you remember how we walked
whilst you were doing oranges?
Yeah, do you remember how we walked into the school, like how it was set up?
No, but I remember, like, when I remember it, I picture it in a bubble where I can only kind of see the desk where we're all sitting and everything around it's like a cloud of, like, nothing because I don't remember what it looked like.
That's so weird how memories work because I would love to re-get that memory. Like,
imagine if there was a software where you could like plug it in,
see all your
go through all your memories, everything that you've lived, but like actually see it all and watch it as if it was a movie.
I would love that.
You'd bring up some trauma. The horror movie, sit in this room, people coming out crying. It's just like Nisrin's memories.
No, that's true. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like if I were to bring up all my memories, I genuinely would be like so. Like I'd be depressed, and I'd probably have a mental breakdown from watching because there's so much stuff I've suppressed. So if I watch it now, it's just gone on, mate.
But yeah, I'd love that. That'd be sick. You can just walk in the theatre and plug yourself in.
No, I'd say like, let's say it was just on a hard drive. You could just watch it in the comfort of your own home.
That'd be so sick. But then imagine someone does you dirty and you want to go back and
oh my God.
You'd go back and watch that over 100 times.
Arguments with your man would be so sick. No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. What
anyone.
do you mean? Okay, yeah. Arguments with anyone. What do you mean? I didn't say that. Yeah, I did. No, you didn't. Oh yeah, right. Wait,
but do you know what?
Episode of Black Mirror.
Wait, do you know what?
Have you seen
though?
Black Mirror?
Yeah, not all of it. But listen,
there's an episode. Have you not seen it?
No, I haven't seen that episode. Sorry, but what I was about to say is, you know how sometimes you can remember the things how you want to. So in your memory, it'll be like he did say it, and in his memory, he didn't say it, and then you're both sitting there like,
no,
the system's broken.
No, listen, there's an episode of Black Mirror, and it's actually quite a good episode where everyone has like a chip in their brain, and you can literally just bring up your memories at any time, and you can delete memories as well. So his wife or his girl cheated on him, and he like zooms in to see like her reaction, how she like laughs and jokes with him, and then he's like, go back to this date, and she quickly deletes it, or she tries to delete it.
Oh, that's deep.
It's a good episode. You should watch it.
Imagine you're there. It's like, you know, when you ask your significant other for like their phone, they're like like going through it, but really you're like, can you go back to this date? She's like,
no, but not just that. If you go back to a date and you see that it's been cleared a certain time,
ooh,
do you know what I mean?
This is deep. It's like some browser history.
It's a good episode. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, I might have to watch it.
Jeez. But yeah. So yeah, that's a good episode. What else were we saying? Yeah, so memories.
Yeah. Also, do you remember when I cut your hand when we were slicing oranges? I do remember that a bit.
But why do I remember it as my whole finger came off?
I think because when you're kids, everything's more exaggerated.
But I fully remember my whole finger coming off.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a bit evil in this friend. Not evil, but in that moment, I was, because we were trying to do the orange, and you were like, no, I'm gonna do it. And I had the knife, and I was like, because you annoyed me.
Yeah, you did. My hand was just like this.
I was like, and then I realised what I did, and I was like, no. I was so scared that I actually cut you, and you started bleeding. And I was like, oh my god.
Wait. Is it that thing there?
Let me see. I don't know. I'm not actually. I don't think it was deep enough to like actually be something that scarred you for life.
Look at that. You sure?
No.
And when I was a baby, that's how small my hand was.
Maybe. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Look at my hairy knuckles.
They're not hairy.
Yes, they are.
Oh, they are a little bit actually. I was looking here, but that's not the knuckle.
Is that Butters?
Nah, it's alright.
If you saw that, would you think that's Butters?
Your fist is so small. What the hell?
Let me see. Oh my god, men are so weird. Like, why are you just...
Anyway, so I cut you up.
I need to wax, man.
I got a history.
Anyway, yeah.
I was bare shook when I did it.
I wish I could get my memories back. I'm so sad.
Anyway, yeah. So next question.
Yeah. While you find it, I'm gonna sing. Yeah. I really want to figure out
who's better at accents. Someone said.
Me.
Go on then. Give us one accent now.
I do this all the time. I'm gonna do it.
You know you're Scottish if your shortbread is sugary and your brew is iron.
That was so short. You know you're Scottish when your shortbread is sugary and your brew is iron.
That was so dead.
Hey, that was so
I could do it better than that.
And your brew is iron.
No, and your brew is iron.
No, you've just... Okay, comment down below. Okay, I'm going to do it, then you do it. You know you're Scottish.
So we don't mean to offend anyone that's Scottish, but here
Why would we offend them? We're literally just sounding like them.
Shut up, that's so bad.
Anyway, you know you're Scottish when your shortbread is sugary and your brew is iron.
That was dead.
Okay, go.
Right, ready? You know you're Scottish if your shortbread is sugary and your brew is iron.
Oh, that one sounded better than mine. You know you're Scottish if your shortbread is sugary and your brew is iron. I'm from Scotland. Where are you from? I'm a wee bit tired.
It got a bit better, yeah. You got better.
I'm a wee bit depressed. I'm a wee bit don't want to be alive. I'm joking. No, that was a bit like
Liverpool.
I'm from Liverpool.
I'm from Liverpool.
Okay, another one. Oh my god, like.
Do you know what's really bad? One time for New Year's Eve, all of my friends were going to Liverpool, and we did the whole drive-in thing. As soon as we got into Liverpool, we went to like a hardware store so we can go to the toilet because it was a long trip, and we completely forgot
that you were in Liverpool.
That we're in Liverpool. Like, it just feels like you're in England, so you forget there's a whole accent
you
change.
You are in Liverpool's in England.
Yes, I'm saying we forgot that we're in like you forget. Sorry, you forget that I messed up. You forget that accents change in the same country, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes
so we
sense.
got there and we forgot that that's even a thing. And we all went into the toilet and there's like 2 other guys in there just like taking a piss. And I'm washing my hands and what they're doing, whatever they're doing. And none of us are like looking at each other, we're all doing our own thing. And then the monitor comes on when the girl starts speaking in her like accent. And then all of us on our own just start going...
And start laughing.
To start laughing, but on our own separately, and they made us laugh even more because we all just like, what? I totally forgot.
Were there other people in there?
Yeah, and they were like, why are these guys all just laughing? It's like some murder scene, you know, like you start getting set up on something.
Yeah, wait, and what did it sound like? I don't think Liverpool accent's that mad.
No, it's not.
I'm from Liverpool.
It's not mad at all, but...
Miss, can I tell her? No, that's
I don't know, you're switching between... Yeah, you're switching between...
I'm fucking tired of your shit, mate. I can't be fucking asked.
What's that?
Liverpool, I'm from fucking Liverpool.
I don't know.
What do you mean, I don't know? How about, I don't know, my fist in your face?
But anyway, yeah.
Don't fake jokes. Laugh at that joke. How did he go? Anyway, so...
What's your next accent?
My next accent, I could do a lot. I could do American.
But everyone can do American, girl.
Okay.
I can do a lot. I can do American.
No, I can do American really good.
I can do American really good.
Yeah, but can you do American and can you do British? I can do American, I can do Scottish, or I can do fucking... I don't know. That was so bad.
I can't do anything
Can
else.
you do Jamaican though?
Paddy.
Hey, can you do Jamaican?
Oh, I could do Southern accent.
I've done that so many times.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
I can do. That was such a dead joke.
I know. I've done it 3 times today.
Southern.
You mean American, like?
And I say this one all the time.
Go
on. I found out I impregnated her, so I punched her in the stomach and ran to the woods.
No, that was
Billy Bob, pass me my shot.
No, that was terrible.
Right, ready, go again.
We're just cussing each other out. No, that shit. That shit. Let's just be nice to each other. Just say mine's really good.
Okay.
No, whatever accents are there?
That's it. That's all that exists. No, I'm joking. I don't know. We've got a friend, Connor, who's sick at accents.
Oh my God, we should FaceTime him and get him to do some accents.
He's not going to do the accents.
FaceTime him, he might.
Okay.
And screen record it. Yeah, sorry guys, technical difficulties, but we're going to call Connor now and get him to do some accents because he does the best accents. Also, he actually has his own podcast and it's called Channel 96.
Yeah.
We'll link it down below. If
he answers this, we'll leave what his podcast is called in. If he doesn't, he's a snake and we're going to take him out.
That's really mean.
I'm joking.
No, we just... Yeah.
Here we go.
Should I film it like this just in case so they can see?
No, I've got it, don't worry.
You screen recording?
Yeah.
Come on, Connor.
He's gonna... Oh, there he is. Yes. Yeah.
Let me see Connor. Hi, Connor. We're filming for the podcast. I'm good, how are you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Connor, basically, so we were basically doing accents and we wanted you to do some accents for us. Of course, we have given your podcast a little shout out and we're going to link your podcast down below. And we did say...
blackmail me, I'll do it anyway.
Okay, all right, go. Do some accents. Wait, Abe, face it towards you.
Wait, is this my guest appearance? I thought I was coming on the show.
No, you will come on the show as well, but we want... Yeah, you can come on the show when COVID's over.
We've done this tomorrow. I'm going to cut my hair tomorrow.
Well, it's too late now. Right, give us some accents.
Right, what one do you want me to do? And
Just
I'll do it.
just run through. Actually, no, tell him.
No, let's go Geordie first.
Okay, Geordie.
Geordie. All right then. Well, I'm a Geordie. Am I allowed to swear on here or what?
Yeah, you're good.
I'm good because that's the only way I can fucking do it. Geordie accent is for swearing, can't I? So.
Can't hear it.
What were we talking about last time? We were thinking about Amber Rose Gill. If she's watching the podcast, ask her now I want to go on a date with her.
Oh my God! Wait, Ayo, no, the mic's down there,
No, my
innit?
mic's broken, so it's here.
Oh my God, that was so good, Connor. More, give us more.
Let's do South African.
South African. All right. Well, I don't know if I could do it very well, but it's more like Afrikaans, because apparently I learned this from my friend that my accent's more of like the what would you call the white people that come over to Africa and take over the
Colonizers.
Yeah.
colonizers. Yeah, that's me right now. That's what I'm talking about. That's who I am.
Connor. Okay, Scottish.
Scottish. I was listening to Alex Ferguson talking on TV earlier, but I was basically doing a Glasgow accent, which means Glasgow. So,
That was sick.
you know, like, there's different people, different places, you know. You
Edinburgh.
gotta know your area.
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh, yeah. Edinburgh is like, I know, the fringe and all that. You tell a laugh, you have a laugh, you know what I mean?
Okay,
Wait, can you do Irish?
Irish, alright. Well, even though my name's Connor, I'm not actually Conor McGregor. I'm from Dublin. I'm actually from, Dublin in Gaelic is Bella Clead. If I said that wrong, tell me now, because a lot of Irish people telling me that I don't know how to speak Gaelic and all that kind of shit, but I try my best, and I'm going into Northern Ireland now, I can't help myself.
Connor, you're so good. Okay, wait, I got one. Indian. No.
You can't, it's the only one you can't do. You're offensive.
Nah.
So just like that.
You
Oh, do
can't-
your American.
Okay,
Do your southern.
Okay,
Southern.
Oh wait, I was just doing this accent for now, but I can go. That's my generic like American accent, where I feel like I'm kind of broad and talking what I talk about. But if I'm gonna go down south, but you know when I'm from Mississippi, where I come from.
Oh my God, Connor!
You're
so
actually
good.
so sick.
Wait,
I mean, Kayla, do your one. Your one's real good. You love saying.
He done it
stuff.
already.
I did it, but it was dead. Now
wasn't
sounds
as
even
good
worse.
as yours.
Yeah, it's gonna sound worse.
Okay, what's another one? What else?
What else you got in the storage tank?
Give us a few.
I don't know, because it's one of those things where you're like, you when you said like Indian, you thought, oh yeah, I could do an Indian accent, but would I get cancelled for it?
Yeah, literally.
I think there's two that you can't do: Indian and Chinese accent. Otherwise, people will get offended.
I feel like
I think some people might do it like I think just stick to the white people one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. What else? Australian. Do Australian. Oh, he froze.
we'll wait for him to come back. That was actually sick.
He's so good.
There you are. Sorry, connection was dead. Yeah, so we said Australian if you got it. He's still gone.
All the time. What do you want me to say, really? Like, obviously, you guys sadly relatable. I'm sadly relating to having the only quality in my life is hearing different accents. So,
I want to learn.
I don't think you can learn. I think it's just something that happens. Like you're either gifted with it or you're not.
Connor, you're so good. Oh.
You just hang up.
I didn't.
He was like, get off the phone. Yeah, I think you pressed the thing.
Oh, FaceTime.
Let me
quick.
call him back.
Okay, tell him that was really good. Let me, I think his battery might have died.
We'll try calling back,
I
right?
was born by the river.
But yeah, guys, that was Connor. We'll leave all his stuff in the
Connor's
description.
genuinely one of the funniest guys I know.
I want him to be our first guest because I think people would find him so funny.
Connor's genuinely the funniest guy. And you know what? Connor brings out my funny side, so I would
Yeah.
like Connor on the show.
I think the same as well.
And you don't bring out my funny side. You bring out my boring, depressed side.
Yeah, well, it's not hard because that's all you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. He didn't answer. We'll move on.
Just text
Thank you,
him.
Connor.
Text him and say thanks. We're going to put that in. But yeah, guys, Connor's very funny. We want him to be our first guest. We went to college with Connor and he's Abe's friend. Technically, I was friends with Connor first, but it's fine. And he's very funny and he's got his own podcast. So if you guys want to check out Channel 96, go give them a subscribe and a little view. But yeah, right. So, are we done, Abe?
No, we still got some questions. Dun, 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 dun.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I hate my life. Astaghfirullah, I need to stop saying that because I actually genuinely don't hate my life. I just dislike being alive.
What was your...
Look at him ignoring me.
Because I've heard it all before, mate. I hear it every night. Hey, I don't want to live anymore. No, I'm joking. Stuff like that.
Go on, tell your
That was a
dad.
joke. That was a joke.
Okay, go.
What were both of your dream jobs when you were younger? P.S. I love your podcast and your whole vibes.
Thank you. My dream job, I don't...
Did you not have one?
No, I wanted to be an English teacher.
Really?
For kids of nurseries.
You would have been able to do that, sorry.
Yeah, I think that's something I would have really done well in, because I am good with children, and I feel like I'd love to teach people their ABCs.
What is that?
Do you want to know the fun fact?
Go on then.
I think you already know this about me, right?
What?
I don't know my months.
Still? Really?
Yeah, I don't know my months.
I didn't either for a while, and then it just came naturally.
No, I don't know them in order.
In order? Go on then.
And if you were to give...
Try it, please.
Listen, and if you were to give me a number, I wouldn't be able to tell you what month it's associated to, unless it's like obviously January, April.
Yeah. Well, I've basically got it, but I'm still like, I have to like think of it. I know the months, but the numbers of the month, I have to double check it.
But do you know the months in row?
Yeah.
I don't. And the reason I don't... No, I will. Listen, I will. But the reason I don't is because my memory's so terrible and I just never try.
No, it's like saying you don't know how to count to 10.
No, it's not, because
yes,
first
it
of all, that's
is.
something that I wasn't... So you're trying to say I'm an idiot for not knowing my months?
I didn't say that. I said it's like counting...
Give me a number and I'll tell you what month it is.
No,
Go.
I'm saying tell us our months in order.
I will, but just do it
Okay,
first.
the 7th.
August.
Wait, I laughed, but... Is it August?
Let
me see. If you say "yeah," then you're wrong. I'm laughing in your face because
but how would you not
August...
know?
No, October's 8th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, you're wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
This guy
Knew it was
doesn't even
July.
know.
Yeah. The thing is, that's why I knew it was wrong because I was thinking July. Wallah.
Okay, go. Give me another one.
Let's go for the 5th, which is easy because your birthday is 4th. But you don't know what comes next.
March.
No, it's Nisrin. It's May.
Okay, let me see, because that might be a lie.
Well, that's not a lie.
Okay, right, go. Give me another one.
We're not doing numbers.
Yeah, but they're two M's. M's, March and May. What? Just
March,
give me,
April, May.
Give me 2 more numbers and I'll try to tell you. I'm going to
10.
get one right. December.
Nisrin.
No, December's 11.
Nisrin.
No, wait, December's 12. Wait, December's
12.
the last month is 12.
Yes.
Okay, that one was easy, sorry.
Okay, no more numbers because you're clearly struggling.
One more.
No,
Just want to get one right, please.
The 2nd.
Oh, February.
Oh, there you go.
Yay!
All right, you ready? So, do the months in order. Let's see if you can actually do it.
January, February, March.
All right, go.
Did I get it?
That is right, yeah.
May.
No, your whole birthday month.
April, May, July, June.
No, it's June, July.
June, July. No, don't tell me. Just let me do
sorry.
it. Okay, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, September, August, November, October, December.
No. I'm so shook that you don't know this.
Let me see it.
You switched round October and you switched round August.
What? Okay, that's not that bad. I've done worse
That is
before.
bad.
Okay, let me just go. January, February, March, May, June, July.
Yeah. Did you say April?
No.
You missed it.
I just don't want to do this anymore. Just forget it.
Okay. She's vexed. It's funny, yeah. I know it, but I still had to like look at it as you were saying it.
Yeah, but that's because... Anyway. So, what's the next question?
Okay. Let's see what we've got.
Abe, I feel like we're just...
What?
Such a boring episode. I feel like I'm just not funny around you, but I've just accepted that already.
Accept it, it's life. So, do you want to talk about mehr? Oh my god, the mehr thing that's going around, both sides' views.
It's a good question, because we didn't talk about it in our last episode.
Yeah. Do you want to explain what mehr is?
Basically, mehr and dowry, as some people call it, is basically...
Are they the same thing, mehr and dowry?
Yeah, they are. So it's basically a gift or a set amount of money that you give your future wife before you marry her, and you like come to an agreement. It can literally be as small as a date, or as much as like £30,000, £40,000.
Yeah, it can be more than that. People have given houses. Everything.
It's just you do what's in your means, basically.
Yeah, isn't it like? I've heard it's like meant to be like security type thing. Or
I
like
heard that as well. I heard that it's for...
if like you divorce her, she has something.
That's what I heard to
type
fall
thing.
back on.
Yeah.
I did hear that, but then it doesn't make sense because then they wouldn't say you could give a date or you could give a present.
What if that's all you have?
Yeah, true. Actually,
That's the whole point. I think of that. And
imagine getting divorced, be like, ha! Well, I got that date that you gave me. You thought you got me there. I guess I'm sitting in the cupboard rotting away. No.
But what about the gold in that? Is that part of mehr or is that something else?
I think that's something. I don't think you have to give gold. I think it's something people like to do because it's like an investment, and it's like.
Well, guys, we're not. As you can clearly see, we don't 100% know.
Yeah,
so
we don't know about this stuff.
If you want to know more about it,
obviously
look into
do
it
your
yourself.
research.
Yeah.
So it's basically a set amount of money that's given, or a gift that's given before you. I think it's just a woman's right Islamically is a mehr, which is like a kind of a gift for kind of leaving your family, and I think it might show that he's like able to look after you, or he's like it's like a welcome to the family gift.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Okay, I'm gonna clarify again, just because when it comes to this stuff, you have to actually be careful.
Yeah, we don't
not
know.
give the wrong advice.
Clearly, we don't know.
Yeah, clearly we don't know. So don't take our word 100% for it.
We don't know why it's given. We don't know the exact.
We kind of know,
reason.
but we're not like sitting here giving you a solid answer.
Yeah. So a lot of people and in a lot of cultures, mehr has been as high as like people expect like 15,000, 40,000.
More than that,
more
like 50,000,
do you know anyone
100,000?
that's actually got 50,000?
Well, unless you want them to give their whole life savings away.
Life savings? What, you want £250? That's what I've got to offer.
But you know what? That is like a problem though, because a lot of people are facing this problem now where they go to marry a girl and then the dads are choosing what's going on, or like the uncle comes in and he's like, yeah, no, if I was you, I'd say 50k.
Honestly, I think that's ridiculous.
I think that's bad. I only think it's bad in the sense of if you're just a normal person, you don't have that money, like where are you going to get it from?
Yeah. My thing is this, right? I would treat a man that I meet the same way I would want a girl that you meet to treat you. Do you get it? So the way I will treat my future husband and what I'll expect from mehr and stuff like that is the exact same way I would want when you meet a woman, her to treat you. Yeah. So this is my views on it, right? Let's say I meet a man and he doesn't have any money. First of all, I don't care about money. I just care that he's trying. But let's say he's working, but all his money is going towards bills or helping his family. Mm-hmm. That's what I mean by no money. I don't mean sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah.
Let's just say he's paying off debts, he's paying off bills, so he doesn't have a lot of money at the end, or at the end of his paycheck, whatever. I would really accept whatever he had to give. So if he was like, I can just give you like a bracelet or this necklace or even £100, I would accept it. Yeah. But with that being said, me personally, I think, I don't know if this sounds bad. It shouldn't sound bad because it's my...
Get closer to the mic.
It's my right as a woman. I think ideally, a good amount for dowry, and this is with like, it doesn't take long to save money. Realistically, if a man if you wanted to get married, and let's say you had no money, it wouldn't take long to save money.
Yeah,
like all you got to do is cut off if you've got a job, cut off certain expenses. Don't eat out as much. Don't buy yourself. And I feel like that's. Anyway, let me just tell you what I would want. But wallah, I genuinely would settle for less, like a way less. Mm-hmm. I think the good amount for dowry, if I was to get married, is 3,000.
Oh, that's easy.
I'd say 3,000.
That's very.
I'd say to him 3,000. If he was like, I can't afford that, then I'd say then whatever you want. But I wouldn't say to.
He's watching this now, like yes.
Yeah, no, I just feel like a good amount is 3,000. But with that being said, if he genuinely,
that's a really good amount, I think.
Yeah, but that, like I said, I don't care. I just feel like that's a good amount.
Yeah. All right. So from my perspective, I feel like.
Wait, sorry. Can I just say one more thing?
Yeah.
With that being said, that's like, I don't mean I want that. Like, let's say he didn't have enough money, or he was just working a regular job, then I would settle to whatever he said.
Okay, wait. So what if you knew he had really good money and was really well off, but he had a problem and was like, nah, that's too much?
3,000 is too much.
Yeah.
I don't care about the money, but I wouldn't want to marry someone that I know is stingy.
Yeah. That's
so
good.
I just would be like, okay, bye.
Very true.
Yeah. So
for me, on my side of things, I want to make my wife happy. So if I can afford it, I'll do it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's so only if you can afford it.
So
by
there's
the way.
no like. So if they want 50 grand and I'm making the type of money to give 50 grand, I won't be like, oh no, I'll give it to her. Because at the end of the day, it goes to your wife. It's going to be hers.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? And she gets to choose what she wants to do with it.
Yeah.
And like, that's the whole point. You're going to be working, saving to support your family anyway. So she might as well have it.
Another thing, that I can say before I forget. Mm-hmm. Don't be rude because you interrupt me all the time.
Okay, but I was just getting into my flow.
Okay, go on.
No, carry on.
I forgot now anyway.
I've forgotten as well. No, I'm joking. Anyway.
Oh, I remember.
Okay, go.
Another thing I was going to say is, ladies, if you're out there and you're like, let's say you want to get married, or you met someone, you want to marry him, and he's just living a regular job, he's not rich, or he doesn't have a lot of money, you need to understand that the pressure you put on him to give you is going to just come out in your marriage. So let's say you say to him, I want 10 grand as meher. You're both going to be suffering when you get married. Do you get it?
Well, you won't, because you have money in the bank, but he'll be there.
He's going to be struggling, and you don't want to see your man struggle, or you don't want to see your husband struggle. So just do, like, work within his means and his budget, basically.
And I think you don't want to get to a point where you're looking at the money that you've got and thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to go into that for us.
Yeah,
it should be yours that you can keep and do whatever you want with it. It shouldn't be something that you feel like, I don't think you don't have to anyway, but that you feel like, oh, should I do it because we're struggling type thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to my point of view. Yeah, I would give whatever I can to make them happy, but the only thing that would put me off is if they clearly knew my situation and were like 50 grand, and I'm like,
yeah, you don't want to marry someone like that anyway.
Okay, how do I do that? Well, if you can't go get it, you're not the one. I wouldn't want to be in a family like that anyway. I'd be like, okay, bye, thank you.
You know what, yeah? Another thing is, good question for you, is what if your wife wanted a really expensive wedding? Like, let's say she wanted like 60 grand on a wedding.
I would...
And it's been a dream of hers since she was young.
I would do whatever my wife wants, and I'll try to achieve it.
Hey, but how long will it take for you to save 60 grand?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying I'll try to achieve that. For starters. Yeah. Obviously, I'm talking about if it's a possibility. If it's not, and I'm going to look at her and be like, all right, here's my bank statement. We're going to have a 60k wedding. But I'm not going to lie to you, I would look for someone that hopefully... Personally, myself, if my wife wants a wedding, we'll have a wedding. But I'd rather put 60k on the best time of your life, traveling the world, than one night where all it is a family's judging you. Most likely, someone's gonna pluck a hair out of your head and do some black magic. But you know what I mean? Like, it's all just for show. Like, look at us, look at what we've done. I would rather travel the world, have the best experience of your life, and that's a memory you can hold together. For 60k.
Okay, weddings. Ooh. Here's my thing, right? I don't want a wedding. I don't know if I've said this before. I just don't want a wedding. I've never wanted a wedding. It's not been something that I've dreamed about. I don't care if I just go sign papers and just get married. I just don't. I've never been interested in it. I don't understand. I understand little gatherings. I understand maybe spending like £1,000 on a wedding for people that want them. But I genuinely don't understand people that spend more than £1,000, £2,000 on a wedding, because you're paying to impress people. You're paying for other people to have a good time, and a lot of those people aren't your close friends. A lot of them probably don't even know your last name. A lot of them are going to be judging you.
Yeah, it's a lot of evil eye, everything. I just don't like it. I'm a very private person. But that being said, as much as I don't want a wedding...
If your wife wanted one, you would do it. Yeah, do it. That's the same with me. I don't want a wedding, but if my husband wanted one, or his family wanted a wedding, I would do it. But I would say to him, I'm not doing like a big wedding. I'd have maximum 50 guests.
I honestly believe, like, as a man, it's on you to kind of please your wife in that sense. Like, whatever that whole arrangement of money, what's going to happen, the wedding and stuff like that, I'll fully leave that to her to...
Yeah, but what if your mum really wanted one?
Decision.
What if your mum was like, I've always dreamed of my son having a wedding?
Well, then that's... I don't know.
What if your wife didn't want a wedding, but your mum was like, oh, I want you to have a wedding?
I would explain to her, I'd be like, Mum, you love me. If you love me, then you...
So you're putting your wife before your mum?
No, I'll talk to my mum, telling her, you love me. What we're going to have a wedding for you to... Do you know what I mean? I would say, what are your intentions? Do you want us to have a wedding, or is it because you want people to see that your son's got married? Because at the end of the day, that's not a good intentions. And I think, I'm not gonna lie to you, I can't imagine being in that situation, because I know my mum would want whatever I want, if that makes sense. So I can't even comprehend how I'd handle that situation, because it just looks bad. But mum would just be like, whatever you want, I'm happy with. Yeah.
Okay. So, cool. That's basically it for Meher. What do you...
Also, if we've got anything wrong, we apologise. If you really want to know more about it, search it up. We might leave a link in the description.
Okay, what's the next question?
I think we have some more. Can't even remember.
Na, 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 na. Is there food downstairs?
I have no idea.
Didn't you say you ate?
No, I didn't eat.
Oh.
Once someone said, how do you just not care about what people think? I have issues with this. Teach me. So I think there's a limit to stuff like this, because you can say you don't care, but there's always a part of you that's always going to care when someone makes a comment.
You see what it is, yeah? A lot of things like embarrassment and anxiety, social anxiety, come from caring what people think.
Yeah.
Now, if you take away the factor of caring what people think, you won't feel embarrassed.
Yeah, but it's easy to say that than it is.
I know. I'm not saying it happens. Like me, I'd say I don't really care what people think much. But then again, I do. Because
I think
otherwise,
everyone cares.
Yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't wear filters when I have no makeup on, and I wouldn't like hide my face like when I'm on live and certain things that I do, and I wouldn't retake a photo 200 times. There's no such thing as not caring at all. There's just understanding that other people's opinions aren't going to do anything about your life, anything towards you. If people don't like you, if people think you're a hoe, like for me growing up, I've had people just think, because I'm loud and outspoken, a lot of people just probably think like, oh, that girl's like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when they look at my Instagram and they see the way I dress. I know that there's a lot of people out there that think I'm bait and that I'm a hoe probably, but I genuinely don't care, because what matters is I know myself, my family know me, and God knows.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's like, just stop caring what their opinions don't mean anything.
I think when this matters the most is when you're in school and at a young age. Like, the one thing that saved me was early 20s, or like around that time. There was a point where I just realised all the people I'm hanging around with, like when you have like a large group of friends, not my close friends now, all the people I was hanging around with, the way I was acting, things I was doing and caring what people thought, I literally got to a point where I was like, I think it was when I got religious, like got more on my din, I realised that none of this matters.
Yeah.
Like, we're all going to die and end up in a grave and be on like, literally when you die, you're alone. So there's no, I stopped having that urge of like trying to impress people, the people that I was hanging around with, or caring about what they think. And I was like, none of this is going to do anything for me.
Yeah.
You're not going to be there the day I die and I need help or something. Do you know what I mean? Like,
not just that, yeah. Sometimes things are deeper than you think they are. So, right, let's say you go out and you do something embarrassing, or you care what people think and you act a certain way. Think to yourself, do you ever look at someone and think, oh, why did they do that? And then do you ever like analyze someone to the point where it consumes you?
Yeah,
you don't. So people aren't doing it about you.
You'd think maybe for a split second, but we're all very like that. Everything's on me. They're all looking at me. They're staring at me. They know the way I've done this and the way I've done that. But really, no one cares. Everyone's thinking of themselves. Oh, did they see me do that? Did they see me do that?
The motto of the day is, things are not as deep as you think they are.
Yeah. I think one thing I've learned is online comments can actually affect you a little bit sometimes.
They can.
I don't know why, because you'll get like a million nice things, and then one person says one thing. Did you see the way her hair was in that episode?
And
that's what you do.
Cried at night. No, that is true. They can, but that's why I say you just have to get used to it. I've gotten to the point where I don't care, but I've had moments where I've cried. I've cried at what people have said.
Yeah.
So I think, guys, it's a learning process. You'll get better at it, but honestly, be yourself. There's no one else like you out there. And one thing I've noticed is I don't really like the way I've been on social media recently, and I think it's because I'm not being myself, and it's just kind of eating me up alive.
Can I say something to you? I think, coming from an Islamic point of view, there's a limit to being yourself.
Yeah, we spoke about this before. Of course, you have to be,
because you can be yourself, but you also have to be a certain way in front of others.
Yeah, of course.
So like yourself, maybe you sin or you do certain things, but you shouldn't, I'm gonna be my 100% self and let everyone see the bad and influence people to be like, oh, it's okay, be how you want to be, because you're meant to be, everyone, even the people watching, you're meant to be a role model or someone that people look at. If you're Muslim, anyone anyway, they're meant to look at you and you're meant to be a good influence. So be yourself.
To an extent.
There's an extent. If you have bad traits, then that is something that you should work on, maybe lowering or not showing so proudly, if that makes sense.
When I say be yourself, be the good self of you. Don't go out there and like show the bad things and be like, another thing is...
Because, for example, being yourself is swearing a lot. Or being, and doing all that kind of stuff.
Oh.
But realistically...
I was just putting my finger.
Realistically, that's not a good example.
Yeah.
So it's hard, but if you're actually following your din properly, we're meant to be avoiding that type of thing.
Guys, find the balance.
Them type of things.
Find the balance. Basically, that's what it is.
Or just follow your religion and don't do that stuff.
Yeah. But what if they're not Muslim? Find a balance.
If you're not Muslim, then join us.
You said this already.
I'm sorry. I'm tired, man.
Okay, but I think that's enough now because I'm tired. Let's do the comment shout out of the week. Did you pick one?
No, I did not. This is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna pick one right now because I haven't picked one yet because I've just been like so stressed out, and honestly, I don't know. Sorry, guys. Comment shout of the week is Nisrin needs to talk less. She doesn't let her brother talk.
That comment pissed you off, innit?
No, because I know it's not true. Because the last episode, you were...
Yeah, I was talking bad. I was going at like 100 miles per hour. Today I'm a bit more tired, so I don't know if you lot got the same energy.
Okay, so comment shout of the week goes to Fatma Coton. She said, Alhamdulillah, Nis and Kaylo both doing so well. I'm really happy for you both. It's the best podcast I've genuinely enjoyed watching. It's so funny how I clean the flat and listen to you both laughing at the background, and I end up laughing along. Aww,
that's cute.
That makes me happy because I clean and watch podcasts.
Do you know what? I actually had my first actual moment, like in the sense of, you know how you always have your moment where you realise what's going on? Since when the last episode dropped, I kind of sat down and it was just late night and I was looking at like our YouTube page and the comments.
Is that why you text me? He randomly texts me and he goes, Nisha, I'm not going to lie. We need to take this podcast stuff seriously.
Yeah.
It's like a serious, like we're doing well.
Because I looked at it all and I was like, I don't know, I just had an emotional moment. I was like, damn, like there's people that actually care and like enjoy us, like talking.
I put so much pressure on myself, and I'm not going to lie, because of my personality disorder, I get at least 3 times a week want to text you and be like, let's just allow this podcast.
Yeah, I'm not going to you. I have anxiety the whole week before shooting, and then anxiety afterwards, how people are going to react to it. So it's quite a lot on me as well in that sense. But at the same time, there's that moments where it's so good. Like when you get the good response and good reaction, it just makes everything else worth it.
So what I was saying before you interrupted me...
You interrupted me first, but carry on.
Shut up. Is... yeah, I get the moments where I want to text you and be like, yeah, just allow this, I don't want to do it anymore. But that lasts like probably an hour, and then I read comments and I'm like, nah, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Even if we were to just get the same amount of views and we had no progression for the rest of our podcast, I genuinely would carry on doing it because I just love everyone and all the comments and stuff.
Also, I feel like I've actually been able to be myself.
Yeah, like, and I've just not been myself. That is another reason.
You have been yourself.
I haven't, Ayub.
You have. I don't think your live version is yourself.
Maybe I just...
That's you performing. That's you entertaining people. This is you sitting, being yourself and talking.
You know what it is? I think I've just been going through a rough patch the last couple of months.
Yeah.
With like life.
We all have love. Get over it.
Piss off. All right, anyway, so let's say bye.
That's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Where can they find you?
You can find me crying in my pillow.
Ooh. Oh, that was disgusting.
Yeah, have to keep
Let me do it again. You ready? Ooh, yeah.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Listen, R-E-S-P-C-E-T. I spell it wrong, but it doesn't matter to me. I know. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. That's what I was meant to say.
You know what's funny? You said in the last episode that you're bad at reading and you spelled something wrong.
Well, you're all wrong because I read out all the questions that were given to us.
Oh, but now we've got 2. Should we leave this one in or should we do that?
Yeah, we'll leave this at the start. Not at the start. We could do it at the start. Just find
out what one's funnier.
Yeah.
Hanging out with me. Okay, bye guys. Right, so make sure to follow me on not just Instagram, TikTok as well, please. I'm not even going to beg anymore. I don't even care.
Yeah, just tell them you're at you crackhead.
My Instagram and TikTok is It's Nisrin, and
yeah, and you can find me at Kilo Cash on all platforms.
And make sure to follow us at Sadly Relatable Podcast on Instagram. We're going to start going live. We said this all the time, but we're going to post on there more often, go live. Guys, just bear with us, please. We're getting there. We're going to do it properly.
Yes, we're going to become... Also, I want to say one thing. We have been struggling with merch and figuring out how we're going to do this.
I figured out the hoodies for the giveaway winners are on their way.
Really?
Yeah, that's getting
sorted.
How?
I haven't given you any logos, anything.
No, just shut up. Listen, I mean, it's sorted out. I've got the person who's doing it. And the merch and stuff, I don't know what we're going to do about that.
If anyone knows anything about how we should distribute merch, then contact me via DMs because we need to figure it out, and I've been trying this whole time, but it's been quite hard. But yeah, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. Love you lots, and yeah, see you in the next one. And leave some suggestions below of what we should talk about in our next episode.
Peace.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment, please. Thank you. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.